Went to overtime. Couldn't get 4 rebounds. Appreciate it, Barnes. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Craig Bennett, aka Cash K, back with another NBA Prize Picks video. Like I started there, I can't believe Harrison Barnes couldn't get 4 rebounds. Going into OT as well. Only got 2. The rest of the starting lineup decided to get more than 3.5. He decided not to rebound that game, so screwed up the sweep, but we ended up hitting Chet pretty easily there. Also, we got Porter Jr. rebounds pretty easy as well, 2 and 1. It makes us 11-3 over our last 4 NBA videos. I got 4 plays for you here on this big NBA slate on Monday the 30th. Tomorrow's Halloween, so let's just dive right in, talk about this a little bit. If you don't have a PrizePicks account, you want to jump on these with us, use that promo code CashK and get 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Link is in the description below. Let's go. All right, PrizePicks desktop is up here. They got a sweet mobile app we can download as well. Like I said, we have 4 plays here. We'll talk about each and every one of them. I looked up one here, and they didn't have the player up that I wanted, and that was well, hopefully they'll put something up here with Brooklyn news. It looks like the latest in the Brooklyn news is we're not going to have Cam Johnson out at least 10 more days. So we probably should see Cam Thomas starting again, but there's not. The only Cam Thomas one is the field 3-pointer attempted, and I don't want that one. I want his points. So we'll have to wait and see if they put something up, or I'll look on another site. But speaking of that, I mean, if we're talking about Brooklyn, Nick Claxton, per a beat writer, was seen walking around in a boot on Sunday, so I don't think he's going to play. So with that said, they started Ben Simmons at the 5. We all thought it was going to be Sharp that day, but they didn't. They put Ben Simmons at the 5. I'm going to go more than 9 rebounds. If you want to take a shot at rebounds and assists at 16.5, I wouldn't hate that as well. He's been doing pretty well. The first, if we look at his last 2 games against, for this season, he's had 10 rebounds in each of those games. And rebounds and assists in those games, he's had 19 and 18. So if you want to take a shot at that, I think as long as he's going to be down there, Charlotte does not rebound very well. So it's a big boost for Simmons. Again, I think Claxton's going to be out. I don't think it's official. I didn't see anything official at all. But just per that beat writer, he was walking around in a boot. If you want to see that, you can join our Discord and I'll drop it in there for you guys. But yeah, 9 rebounds. Again, going up against the Charlotte team that was ranked almost dead last in rebounds allowed. It's a spot that I do like here at Ben Simmons. Even at the 9 mark, I know it got bumped up a little bit. And again, if you want to take the rebounds and assists at 16.5, perfectly fine with that, even though it's a big number. That's basically what he's going to do. He's going to get you a few points. He's going to do a lot of rebounding and assisting. Kind of looks like the old Ben Simmons. Not an amazing player, but definitely he's going to get you some rebounds and assists and play some decent defense. So we're going to take 9 rebounds, again, 16.5 rebounds and assists if you want to take that alternate prop as well. Next one we're going to look at, we talked about him. We hit him once already. We're going to go back to Asar Thompson here, going up against OKC. Going to go look at his rebounds. 8 rebounds. We're going to go more than 8 rebounds here. Again, OKC doesn't rebound very well. They are dead last in rebounds here. And first, we look at his first 3 games in the league, and he's going to be starting for a while. I said I talked about with Bogdanovich being out for a while. He had 8 rebounds in Miami. Again, a tough matchup there, but he didn't play a ton of minutes. I think he played 26 minutes that game, played 30 against Charlotte with 12 rebounds, and then 32 against Chicago. My God. So the minutes have went up, and, not shooting a ton, but he's getting a ton of rebounds, and you got to love that. Got to love it going up against OKC here. They're on a back-to-back. They played yesterday against Denver Nuggets. So rebounds at 8. I still think it's a little bit too low here. Line open at 7.5. You can get it out there at 7.5. I love that. But as long as his minutes keep going up, he's definitely showed that he has no problem rebounding the ball. And juice was on the over at the 7.5 mark. So at 8, again, I still don't mind it here. We're going to jump on that play at the 8 mark. Next one we're going to go over to the Toronto Raptors. Scotty Barnes been hitting this play since the season started. I'm going to keep doing this. Scotty Barnes, if we look at him his first three games here for the season, He just missed it once here, put 30 up against Minnesota, but then after that against Chicago and Philly, 42 and 37. And he's going up against this Portland team that is just horrendous. I mean, absolutely horrendous. Scoot Henderson doesn't even look like a stinking NBA player. I mean, he had some games in preseason that were great, but oh man, he has struggled mightily. The beginning of the season, just all around, like turnovers, just doesn't look comfortable out there. Ayton is averaging less than 10 points a game since being traded over from the Phoenix Suns. And so they're just not a good team. Brogdon's the most consistent piece, and he comes off the bench as their sixth man because they've been starting Sharp alongside Grant, Scoot, Ayton. And it's just one of those things where Barnes is going to be able to do whatever he's going to do. You know, Schroeder's there, which is nice. But Barnes is still going to control the ball quite a bit, does a little bit of everything. And this is just too low for me with what they have going on. And I have no problem playing Scotty Barnes here at the 30.5 mark. Again, this team is just absolutely horrible on all sides of the ball. And Toronto should be able to do basically whatever they want here. So we like that. Next one, it makes me a little bit more nervous. However, I do think there is some merit of playing him in this matchup. And you can kind of stack this up as a two-man if you want to with your Ben Simmons play. On the other side with Charlotte, and that's LaMelo Ball. And we're going to go in here, and I'm going to go points and assist with him. Now, you know, one thing with LaMelo Ball, his minutes have been coming up, right? He's played 2 games here. And the minutes have been rising a little bit here. He played 31 minutes in game 1 against Atlanta. And then he played 33 minutes in the game against Detroit. And if we kind of look at his points and assists, he had 25 and 29. And the big thing for me with this is the minutes are there, but he's just shooting horrendously. Shot 4 for 15. That game against Atlanta, and 4 for 17 against the game of Detroit. So that's got to go up here against Detroit. Against Brooklyn. They're almost dead last in defensive efficiency. And, you know, the field goal attempts are just going to rise. It wouldn't shock me if he put up 20 this game to kind of get right. But, you know, shooting 27 and 24% in the first 2 games is not going to get it done. But again, I like mixing it with the assist a little bit here. He's had 10 and 9 assists the first 2 games. You know, he's always been one to dish it out a little bit. So adding that just kind of gives it a little bit, because he could put up 30 points. It wouldn't shock me at all. So I do like the assist a little bit. If he has a 10 or 12 assist game, just doesn't have to get quite a few many points. Again, the shots are going to be there. It's just if they're going to fall. And this is a good game for him to kind of get right. So that's what we're kind of looking at here. Ben Simmons over 9 rebounds, or if you want to take that 16.5 rebounds and assists. Asar Thompson, 8 rebounds. Scotty Barnes, 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists is probably my favorite play on the board here so far. And then LaMelo Ball, 29.5 points and assists. That's 4 plays for you here. Again, 11-3 NBA run. Let's continue this bad boy going. And like always, if you want to check out everything we have over at dailyedgesports.com, you can check us out right here. All the tools that we have going on, Projection EV, the NBA Elite Edge tool has like field goal attempts, all the kind of weird stats that they do put out. This one will bounce off our custom projections, in-house projections that Diddy puts together, as well as if you want to try to go for a free offer. We got a little bit of everything. So if you want to check us out, head over to dailyedgesports.com. With that, I'm Cascade. Like always, I'll see you on the flip side. Deuces.